Hello, everyone.
Evening.
Happy Saturday. Bow.
Slow motion this week. Gorgeous.
I know. How are we all doing?
Fabulous.
Great.
Lovely.
I've had a slight move around, so the position's a little bit more flattering.
Looking gorgeous tonight, girls.
Thanks. Also, a shout out to Asda, by the way. Look at these.
That one say.
I'm fuming. I've been to Asda today and I could have fucking got one. I'm really jealous now.
We need to coordinate your shopping trips, girls.
I know.
No. Except if you fucking buy something, tell me so I can get one.
Gucci, just let you know, I'm getting some condoms. Oh, you don't use them? All right, okay. Bye.
Gucci's getting compliments already.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Robert.
We have Katie Peel as well.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
We have a Katie Peel.
She's got a lash on.
I dyed my hair pink, but it did not go pink.
She's wearing a lash.
Just one.
Just the one.
Just one. One of the other ones in here somewhere. Can't be fucked. Right. Now that I'm here, I'm just going to go get scone. Wait there.
I made some scones yesterday.
She's in your kitchen now, stealing them.
Get out!
Well, should we do our round? See what everyone's been up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Claire, what have you been doing since Wednesday?
Just been getting pissed as usual. Been recovering today. Honestly, the hangover I had today was like next level. I moved out of bed. I was nearly crying at the thought of putting this makeup on. And then I thought I'd be the only person in bed, but then I tried a video call these lot, and all of these were asleep. Lazy bastards.
Claire, that is the first time that Claire has ever woke me up.
She didn't even want to wake me up. No one can wake me up.
No, Matty's asleep. Matty's like dead to the world. I have to text his mum and go, "Hi, Christine, only me again. Can you just come get Matty out of bed, please?"
When I move back out again.
I know.
It'll be like, Paige, wake Matty up. His bedroom's lovely. Paige's powder room's got a bedroom in it. It's got a bed in it. So if anybody wants to stay over.
Oh, not at the moment, Paige.
Yeah, I feel like that will probably happen like when we have the post-lockdown barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Cannot wait.
Very excited for that. I feel like we're ready for that now.
I'm so ready for that. I want gin intravenously, like I want it on a drip. It take too long to hit my system if I do it orally.
Same.
It's always the way, isn't it? I like to take it optically.
Because someone just reminds me when we've finished that I need to take a picture.
Paige, when we've finished, you need to take a picture.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Katie. Like, not now.
No.
Matty, how's your week been?
Well, I think I've got the coronavirus, babes.
We missed you on Wednesday.
I know. So for everyone who's watching, I think I've got the Rona. I'm literally living in my house like this at the moment.
Yeah, if you want to ask Matty any questions,
this is how I'm travelling around.
Now is the time.
So I went in for my test yesterday, which was actually made exponentially better because it was the army that were doing the tests.
With a fit.
Oh yeah, and
yeah.
it filled me full of worry because I thought like, oh, nice army boys, big arms. Oh wait, they're going to be sticking a swab into the back of my throat.
You loved it, don't lie.
No, I had to do the swabbing myself.
Oh.
Which actually, I should tell you what. No, I'm going to save that. I've got a segment, guys.
This one, fantastic.
So yeah, I'm waiting on my test results. So that's tomorrow.
Did the test go review as well?
Quite a productive week.
Did the
Well,
test
from everyone here at Turner Towers, including all the staff, we wish you all the best.
Thanks, Sam.
Don't worry, they're all white. Gucci,
Why did you say like that? Let's say that like I care.
just making sure that everyone else is aware.
Oh God.
Massive shout out to Claire though for an astounding performance on Wednesday, by the way.
I know.
Great.
I didn't
Great
go.
work. I know.
What happened on Wednesday? I missed it.
Do you know, I haven't watched it yet. Sorry, girls.
Claire actually didn't fuck up the quiz, so
No.
Tech support.
Did Paige pronounce everything okay?
she did her own round this week, so we were all right.
Yeah, okay.
But Claire kept us going all night, and she was mortal, so
I know.
Well done, Claire. Proud of yourself.
Amazing. Well done.
I'm the deputy tech.
That's for Claire.
Oh, hi, JP. JP says hi.
Oh, JP.
I love JP.
Highlight the comments so everyone can agree and send us tips.
Gucci, how's your week been since Wednesday?
I'm not gonna lie, I know we're meant to be positive, but it's been fucking a shit week, hasn't it? Let's be honest. We all said goodbye to a very, very dear friend of ours, and honestly, it has broke my fucking heart, but I do love you, Sterling Jewel, and I will never forget about you. I've just had my last little fix of you, and it was emotional. But apart from that, it's been all right.
I'm all right with Sterling Jewel. I can leave him.
Do you know what I've just remembered? And this is probably going to sound really boring because I know it's really boring when people talk about their dreams. But I had a dream last night that I bought Matty Campbell a packet of fags because I was feeling really nice. I was like, oh, I'm going to get Matty some fags. So I got him some fags, but then I was panicking at the till because I didn't know what to ask for. And I was like, can I just get some fags? It was, and then I remember when I came out after having bought the fags, Bob was shouting at me for spending money.
Oh, well. In fairness, I don't know what I ask for now because I used to go in and say players crush ball, and now I just go in and go, give me anything.
Give me drugs.
Give me anything.
I did that a few days ago. I just went in and went, just give me anything.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank you, Bailey.
But yeah, apart from that, it's been all right. Apart from the emotional passing of my very good friend.
Apart from the emotional destruction of me and all my friends. I don't know what I am. I don't even smoke.
This is the thing as well. If anybody always thinks, oh, she's a very angry woman, that Gucci, and she's always loving a bit of chew, you would be correct. You would be very correct. But now, you're all fucking in for it because there's no fags left. So now, you're fucked. All I would like to say is, please...
Richmond lampposts.
So from now on, please, nobody try and even fucking start because I'm not in the...
Oh, the time Lola comes in.
She's already here, I think.
See.
I'm all right, mate. I smoke normals.
Normals.
I do now.
Right. Well, my segment later on is to do with cigarettes, isn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, Claire. This is twice now. Claire has been our saviour.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little saviour later on for you all watching.
Oh, I know what you
Phil, how are you and how's your week been?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh. It's been great, yeah. You know, actually, it's been really good because Bob gave me money to, yeah, I know, right? And I didn't.
Did you earn the money? Did you tackle it?
Well, kind of. So I had, Bob was like, do you want to save for like a big 10 taco prize? Or do you want to have like an okay, like 5 taco prize? And I was like, right, well, what's 10 taco prize? What are we talking here? And he was like, well, I don't know, like, what would you want? And I was like, well, I've got a £140 basket on Glitter Planet full of nails. And he was like, well, he said, well, I'll give you 100 quid towards it. And I was like, all right, I can go with that. Oh, bloody hell. And then the other day, like, I got him a bit excited. And I was like, this is the time to ask because he'll say yes to anything. And I was like, right, this will be for taco number 5, but can I not just have it now and then make up the rest of the tacos later? And he was like, yeah, whatever, that's fine. So I got my £140 worth of nail stuff, and I've never done a set of acrylics in my life.
Did he pay the whole 140?
No, he gave me £104 and like 60 pence or something.
Oh, was that to keep his bank account round?
Yeah, that's so his bank account will be an even number.
Don't tell him about the roundup feature on Monster.
No, I told him, and he was like, "No, I don't like it." I was like, "What? All right, okay." He doesn't have a savings account either.
I do that to Tom. If I've got like, for example, the other day when I had £7,649.49 pence, I had £7.50. If I've got like about
£7.50.
Some of us have got 7 pence and fucking 50. Never mind anything else.
If I've got like, say for example, if I've got like £10.64, I'll send it to Tom. I'll send the 64 to Tom.
Yeah, Bob does it to me all the time.
Wait, what's going on in the background there? Oh shit! Oh my god, it's the dog!
The dog's going fucking mental.
Oh my god, that was so cute.
Oh, Paige, your eye makeup's looking beautiful this evening.
I know, there's a mirror there and one there.
Oh my god, the dog was rolling around on your bed. It was so cute.
Yeah, he's the other week when I said that he was the spawn of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still?
I don't think I don't even think he's the spawn. He's just the devil.
So cute.
Cute ones always are.
But you know what, right? Here's a quick story for you before you ask how my week was.
We always leave you to the end, and you always do this to us. You guilt trip us.
This is my moment.
This is my moment.
So right, the other morning I woke up and there was loads of like, it was obviously a toilet roll that was just shredded everywhere. And I woke up and I was like, you little fucking arsehole. But then I thought to myself, Murphy can't get on and off the bed during the night because he's too small. So Murphy was still on the bed when I woke up. It was fucking bad.
I thought you were going to say it, Alex.
No, he wasn't allowed. He's not allowed in the bed.
She just scraps around and blames everybody else for her fucking shit.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. So he's so good though. He knows sit. He knows wait.
So does Katie.
I've lost all my training now. No, I haven't been.
140 quid. Wait.
Also like Katie, he takes it like a champ. Fuck's sake. So I'm not right, am I? There's something totally not right with the way that my head works. Fuck you know.
He knows how to use the taco chart.
Oh, did I tell you? The taco chart has gone digital now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We've got an app.
It's the best app I've ever fucking downloaded in my life.
The taco chart app. Hang on, I'll show you. Right there.
Digital taco.
You think I'm joking? I've got it as well.
Oh, wow. They're not tacos, they're stars.
Yeah, I know, but it's the, what's the word?
Takes the magic away.
Huh?
Takes the magic away.
You reckon?
Yeah, you need to get the app redesigned.
Well, it's not my app. I just
I think
downloaded
you
it.
should write to the manager, please.
I think it's for children.
I'll write to the manager.
Normal.
Dear Mr. App Developer, I would like to make a complaint, please, because I would like to replace your app with the one that I use my boyfriend for sucking dick.
You know when you go on the App Store and it shows you reviews, there'll be all these Karens that are like, my son loves this. Oh, he's so good. Like all of the things that he's done, he's learned how to use the toilet. Like he's been colouring in within the lines. And then you get Bob at the bottom. My girlfriend's never sucked my dick so much.
Expensive glow is the way forward.
5 stars. If I could give you 5 tacos, I would.
Paige, how's your week been?
Oh, well, here we go. So, it's actually been pretty boring for a change. However, So I do have one thing to mourn about. Take a seat.
Yourself comfy, girls. Strap in.
So, it's not really aimed at anything in particular. It's just
I'm
just like right. I haven't said anything about this because it's pissed me off that much. I will not name names just for the simple reason of that I'm just going to try and be civil about it. However, I can't understand these people that put statuses on Facebook about I can't believe how happy I am. Oh my god, I love my life. Oh my god, I love my life. Oh my god. And then about 3 hours later, it's like, I can't believe he's cheated on me again. Like, can you believe it, girls? Hunt me. Inbox me. Oh my god, send me a bit. Right. And the reason why that I have a problem with this is because I've been following this person for quite a while now. And not physically, because I couldn't do that, I'm fat. It's more to do with the fact is because I like to keep up with how much of a train crash their life is.
I love shit like that.
Yeah. However, the thing that really annoys me is more to do with the fact of the matter is that this person is so the person that's like getting fucked about is so nice. Like so nice. And the other person has the personality of a fucking piece of wood. And it irritates the life out of me. And do you know what, right? It's because it's none of my business and I'm not one to step in there. But if you are watching and you feel like it's you, get rid of him. He's a dickhead. He is an absolute knob. And like I can't stand the fact, right, that this person's getting fucking chucked left, right, and centre. And then this other person feels like that they should be able to just fucking do it and get away with it. Well, no, I know you
think you know who she's talking about?
I don't. I've got someone in mind, but I'm not sure.
It's just it just irritates the life out of me. Like it's absolutely none of my business, right? But when you just see stuff all the time, and you feel like that you need to do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it when it's nice people. Like it makes me sad when it's someone I like. But if they're both people I don't like,
isn't there? Like some people go for people who are damaging to them, like me. I go for people who are not good for me. Generally, we all know this.
Is that why you like them?
But I tend to be single most of the time anyway. like other people go for damaging people to them a lot and end up putting themselves in a position that isn't good for them. So I think the blame lies on both sides of that argument.
Exactly. However, my advice to these people are: don't be dicks.
Know your worth.
Yeah, exactly right. If you feel like that in every relationship, regardless, I do not care, right? There's a reacher and a settler.
Oh, hang on, what am I?
There's a do you know? Does everyone know this rule of the reacher and the settler?
No.
No, but I'm fuming that I'm not the reacher.
No, so the reacher is the person that's like
Punching.
wow, like wow, as if they've got that person, like as if like Liam has got Gucci. Do you know what I mean?
This is what I'm telling him now. I'm that person.
I'd have you, Liam.
Oh, you're putting that cat amongst the pigeons.
Right, but then on the flip side, there's the settler who's like, yeah, do you know what? Like,
Wait,
yeah,
but can you be like a reacher and a settler in a relationship, or do you have to be one or the other?
I think you can.
In terms of Katie and Bob, as an example, Katie, I hope you don't mind me using you for the
That's
example.
fine. Don't worry.
So, in terms of their relationship, I would say that Katie's the one who's like really like empathetic and people like her, friendly as fuck, yeah. But she's a complete and utter fucking dickhead. Yeah. So like in one way, Bob's reaching, and in another way, he's settling because he's the only person that could put up with that bullshit. Am I right?
Yeah, I agree with all of that.
Reaching settle.
Yeah.
Well, that's pissed all over my theory.
I'm trying to keep things stable, you guys.
I think what I'm trying to get at is just don't be a dick.
Paige says, "Don't be a dick."
Can we just not all be dickheads, please? That's the
No,
thing.
look at the dog on the bed. The dog's on the bed.
I was just about to say, Katie, that's Alex walking in, not the dog.
It's the settler.
On all over the sofa.
Right, shall we have a look at the comments and see what people are saying?
Yeah, fuck it.
How do we put
Oh, Adele, I totally agree.
Shall I just blast them up and we'll say hello as we go?
Yeah, I do.
Hi, Brett.
Hi.
Hi, Bailey. Hi, James.
Hi.
Hi, James. Thank you, James.
Yeah, we
It's
will
a mess.
find that we like Paige's setup as well. Actually, she looks very lit tonight, doesn't she?
You can see the dog again in the background.
Yeah, just-
I'm gonna skip that one because everyone says that Gucci looks stunning. Fuck you, Gucci. Rob Pengilly, hello.
Fact to fact, America.
So bored.
You know what, right?
Katie,
Me and Claire want compliments. Send us fucking compliments right
Yeah.
now.
Oh my god, have you heard that song by the German man?
Give me compliments.
Give me a compliment.
Make me feel special.
Gucci, that's the best hair that you own.
I know.
Oh, hello, JP. Oh, that's so nice. I miss JP.
Come on, fill me in on this. What's happened with Becky?
Oh, they
Second
won the
win.
quiz again on Wednesday.
Oh, I did that. Go on, Becky.
Paige, where's your little note thing?
Oh, shit.
I'm fine, thank you, Bailey. I do appreciate that. It's lovely. I know, to be honest with you, I'm not feeling horrific at the moment. I've got a fever. That's all it is. Hot and cold, so I'll probably be sweating my tits off in 20 minutes.
I mean, that's me on a daily basis. Is
Same. Yeah.
Oh, Vanessa. Hello, Vanessa.
Hey, Vanessa.
Hello. Hello, Adele.
Everyone, literally, collectively, that came up and everyone just went. Claire, we love your light.
I noticed you like actually, Claire. Like
It's not
it.
right.
Hey,
Yeah, you'll
girl.
probably recognise it. Where do you think the fuck is from?
She got it from Tiny.
She's lifted it.
Right up the penny yesterday.
Oh, she's too fond of it.
Lovely
Yes,
curtain, Claire.
Which curtain?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
Gucci's getting hair and makeup compliments. You're getting lighting and curtain compliments.
Fucking bastard.
Claire,
I'll take a compliment, but fucking hell.
Claire,
Looking great, Lauren.
put the light back in your face. Put the light back in your face like you just did it then. Matty, put her on full screen.
No, because you're going to say something nasty.
No, I'm not, honestly. But there, do it again.
Hang on.
Hello and welcome to hell. My name's Claire.
I know, it's like when you die, they say there's that light, you go into the light. This is it.
And then fucking Claire's at the end of it.
Yeah, flag I can help them out.
I'm like, come here, Twinks, come here.
Claire sat there with a fucking menthol and a bottle of wine.
Can we just take a moment? Where is he? There he is.
Who's that?
I don't know. Hello, Jack.
I was waiting for Paige to spot him.
Drink. Please be careful because Claire's on the prowl.
Claire's been on Heat for like the last 2 years.
All right.
Can we
Got like
amalgamate?
one season.
Can we amalgamate mine and Claire's name into? Oh God, it's going to be Plage.
Plage.
I thought you were just going to say mine and Claire's name. Amalgamate is just oh God.
It would be Pear, wouldn't it?
Pear. I like Pear would work.
You can't do Clage. That's
Pear
It sounds too much like clunge.
Yeah.
That man's going to be played.
Yeah, he's going to get a fucking play tonight.
Hashtag played.
Claire Turner doesn't really work. Paige Toyant.
Pear Toyant.
Pear Toyant.
Okay, should we move to our first segment?
Segmente. Oh shit, I didn't do mine.
Oh, bollocks. Oh, where's me fucking... Do you want me to go first?
Paige needs a prop.
I know. Do you want me to go first or somebody else want to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
Go first if you want, because I need
You
to
go first while I sort mine out.
Yeah, go on,
Claire
Claire.
goes first.
Right, I'll
you
go
go
first
for it.
because I want to fag. Right. So, as you all know, on Wednesday, menthol cigarettes got banned in the UK. So I'm just being like a superhero here, and then showing you something that is very, very similar. So if you go to a shop, you can buy these cigarettes. Well, LED, blue, bright, air filter. There's probably other brands that are similar. I'm just promoting this brand here.
I'm not sure you're allowed to do that.
Send me money, L&B. Anyway, it's got a massive hole in the end, like I'm used to. And if you buy, menthol filter tips, because you can still buy them online. I'm not sure if you can still buy them in shops.
You can still buy them in the stores. We bought some in Asda today.
Oh, can you? Oh, smashing. If you get these menthol tips, and then if you get some scissors,
This is such a clever idea.
and then you
It
cut
works as well.
Claire, did you think of this yourself?
No, I did a fuck. I'm not that clever.
Fucking hell, Claire.
No, it's gone like viral on the internet for everybody that does actually smoke menthol.
Oh, imagine if you'd have thought of that, Claire.
You see where you've got the hole? You just get your little menthol tip. It won't go in, but you have to like twist it and push at the same time.
Force it right in the hole.
Yeah, it's a bit tight. Just
Get it in that fucking hole. Get it in that fucking hole.
So it's in, right? So see the hole's gone.
No, the hole is full.
It just looks like a normal
Now
fag.
the hole has been filled.
The hole's been well and truly filled, and then the next thing you do is you just suck.
This is the only time we would suggest that you suck on a filled hole
Yeah.
in any situation.
And then you've got a normal fag. You've got a menthol fag, so you still can smoke menthol cigarettes. So there you go, everybody. Short and sweet.
Round of applause for Claire.
Well
Well
done, Claire.
done, Claire.
It'd have been better if you had thought of it. I would have been so much more impressed. But well done.
Let's just
You
pretend she did.
You had such an opportunity
Yeah.
to pretend.
Yeah, you could have totally lied.
Yeah, just everybody. I made this up. Clairvoyant.
Oh, God.
Right,
Watch
yeah.
this video. This video will be viral on the news tomorrow.
Lad Bible's going to pick it up.
No.
Middlesbrough drag queen saves menthol smokers' lives.
Four biological women fucking raise the stakes.
How do we get our names on that?
You what?
Names on the bottom.
What, sorry?
How do we normally get our names across the bottom? I don't know how to do it. I'm thinking fuck. I'll click the wrong button.
They're on now.
Oh, do you mean on the actual little squares?
Yeah,
Oh, right. Sorry.
it says the names. I don't click it in case I knock us off or something.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Happy days.
So there, that was Claire's segment for the week. And the only reason she wanted to go first was because she was dying for a fucking fag.
Yeah, I was gagging.
I think though, like the only reason they've actually stopped it is apparently to stop younger kids smoking, isn't it? But in all fairness, if they didn't have menthols when I was 14, I probably wouldn't be smoking now. So
Yeah, same, I wouldn't be smoking.
I started smoking menthols and then I hated them, so I didn't anymore.
I've
And then
smoked
I started
menthols
smoking
since
Crush Bar
14.
because everybody else used to whine at me because they only used to smoke normal ones.
Oh, yeah. I was bang on the hard stuff, me, at 13.
Richmond Super Kings.
Yeah. Right. So I need. Oh, sorry. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I need one of you to not play this.
Me.
Ah, that's you were my demographic. Come here.
I don't mind not playing.
Wait, no, I'm just trying to get the dog up. Yeah. No,
What are the rules first? Because I'm shit at games.
hold on.
Well, you're in the demographic, babes.
I don't even know what that means. I'm just agreeing. I'm like,
right. So, what Matty's gonna also as well. Can I just say, I really appreciated everyone's efforts for last week. So I thought last week's was brilliant. And as you can see, they're all sat above my makeup station.
Are these the goon pigs?
That's Claire.
So much.
Fuck off.
That's Claire.
I'm not a fucking elephant.
All right, Lauren. Right. Right. So this week we're going to play a game of Pictionary.
Fantastic.
Do we need something? Like, do we need something?
Nope. You just have to guess what it is.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, he's so
yes.
cute.
Fuck's sake. Wait. Sorry, guys. Right. Right. You leave me alone. Right. Sorry. I'm getting set. Oh yeah. Right then. So we're gonna have 3 goes. Oh no, we'll go 4. We'll go 4. We'll be generous. Right. So what Matty's gonna do is he's gonna send me just like you know. So, right. You've dropped it again, Murphy. I can't keep doing this. Look, I know you're angry, but so am I. Don't ask me back.
Little woman furious with her kids. Lennon, Chanel, get the fuck back here now!
I just like, I know you're angry, Murphy, but so am I.
God damn it.
Right. So, as I was saying before, I was interrupted by my second born. So Matty's going to send me maybe, I don't know, an object. I can hear myself. Is it gone? No, I can still hear myself.
Yeah,
We
there's a
can
bit of
only
an
hear you
echo.
once.
Oh. Why can I hear myself?
Just start doing karaoke. An echo.
Anyway, fuck it. Oh, it's gone now. Great.
Handy.
Right, so Matty's going to send me either like an object or a film, TV show, whatever, and then you girls and people in the comments get to guess what it is.
Okay.
There's no prize, so go fuck yourself. However, it's just don't start.
How many am I doing?
Just do 4.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Are you ready?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
There you go.
Great. Right then. Are we all ready, girls?
So ready.
All right, let's do this.
This fan is doing my fucking head in. I'm eating me on air.
Toilet. Shit.
Toilet.
Dump.
What?
Toilet brush.
Toilet seat.
Toilet
Yeah.
seat. Well done, Claire. Well done.
Oh.
Next one.
It's because I'm used to that disabled toilet, Anna.
How the fuck
You mean
am I supposed to...
Toilet seat. You all said about the fucking disabled toilet. That's Paige's dressing room. Don't you be so rude about that. Every time you go in, there's just a new item of Paige hung around.
1,000 nails in the sink.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably the
Oh,
fucking
there's nails everywhere. I find nails like on the fire escape stairs. Everywhere.
Can I just say as well? There was one woman once, right? She was a bitch to me, so I ripped one of my nails off and I spat it in her hair. She had it in her hair all night. Brilliant. Right. Oh God, how am I going to do this? Right, this is the second one.
Snowman.
Do you want to be big, Paige?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd
that's
be
better.
easy.
If one of them's me, I'm going to be fuming.
No,
Chicken. Cockerel. Head.
Boris Johnson and Dominic Cummings.
What the fuck is that?
Thinking outside the box. Banana head.
Chicken balanced.
Microwave chicken.
Hot-headed.
Fridge raiders. What the fuck is that?
Shot in a microwave.
Fire.
Chicken Little.
it's not a chicken.
Someone's
Oh.
put in the comments, Penny.
It's Benny.
Penny should
Penny
be
getting
one of them.
dragged.
Already looks like a hippo.
Massive tits.
What the? Is it a cow?
It just give you a massive clue.
Is it?
So you showed me these ones, darling. She already looks like a hippo.
Is it Bubbles Desire?
That's Bubbles.
What shouldn't she eat? Because she already looks like a hippo.
Munch bunch yogurt, darling.
That's
not
my
Bubbles
point,
Sevilla.
darling.
Is it Bubbles Sevilla putting a yogurt on Desiree's head?
Yes, that's the one. Well done. Well done, Rich.
Fantastic.
I thought it was a chicken.
Someone's put Chanel.
Chanel!
Chanel. Her name, she's an African grey. Her name's Chanel.
She's gone to bless the canal.
Chanel.
It's gorgeous.
I'm just waiting for the next one.
Oh god, if
Oh, God.
I feel like they're going to get harder, and we really are going to be fucked.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I was going to
This
put
is
Dominic Cummings, and then you guessed it on the last one.
Oh, sorry.
I don't even know who that is. So
He's an arsehole.
a circle.
Sun.
Son.
Oh, this is actually quite good.
What the fuck is that? Is it one of them things where you put in a porn star martini?
Is it Dominic Cummings?
The Sun newspaper.
A lychee.
Oh, another lychee.
Sunflower.
Is it me?
I know, I was going to say it could be any one of us, really. That's the badge I wore on my birthday.
Coronavirus.
Yes.
Oh, Corona.
Ah,
Oh my god.
Coronavirus.
coronavirus.
Can I just say as well,
Coronavirus.
I'm so glad this. Why is someone put the sun from Teletubbies? Is
You
the
know, at
Teletubbies
first, I thought that as well, you know.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
was he a cunt?
It was a girl. Do you
Girl,
know?
isn't it?
You know the girl that was the baby in the sun. She's got a child now.
Oh, that's scary.
She's a mother.
Tubby, bye-bye.
Tubby, bye-bye.
I love the fact that Tinky Winky was a raging homosexual.
Oh,
She was camp as tits. Bright purple with a fucking armband.
love
She's
that
iconic. I blame the Teletubbies for this.
See that? See right there? That's some clever lyrics, that, isn't it?
That's clever, that. I enjoyed this immensely. I look stunning.
At Give Faith Cosmetics, use code Gucci for 10% off.
I said that without even moving my lips. Right, we'll have a go at this one. Yes, Jack, well done, Jack. It was coronavirus, Jack.
Amy Shaw got it as well.
That's my neighbour, Amy.
Yeah, lovely that.
She tunes in every week.
That's so cute.
To see what's going on in the weird house across the street.
Yeah.
Robert Pinkley's got his Claire like new sucking everything.
Yeah,
yes,
I wouldn't make a joke.
Yes.
I wouldn't make a joke about that. That's what they used to call me at school.
What new? I used to get called Handy Andy.
I used to get called Tinky Winky.
I was Paul.
Right, anyway. So this is the next one. Thank you, Georgie. This is the next one.
Oops. Midnight. What?
New Year.
More.
Poppers.
Yeah.
Oh, day drinking.
Day
Day
drinking.
drinking.
But what would you call that before you go out?
Pre-drink.
Free drinks.
Hey,
Yes.
bloody hell.
Yeah.
And would you believe it?
Anything to
that
do with
takes us
alcohol. I know.
And that takes us on nicely to the next segment.
Well done, Paige.
We'll just do this very quickly. Before hold on. With that. Just to make sure that you know that I acknowledge you.
Take a screenshot quickly because it's the one time she's going to be nice tonight.
Won't happen again.
Smile turns to grimace, turns to frown.
I'll be absolutely crazy if they've gone.
Welcome to the Hell. I'll be your host, Paige Turner. You know, honestly, one day I think I'm going to arrive at the gates of hell, and someone's going to pop up and be like, "Hi guys, it's just me, Paige Turner."
Hi guys, it's me, Paige Turner.
Honestly, hell, it will literally just be fucking me and Gucci stood on the door giving wristbands out. Claire's DJing, and then like Lola.
You're upstairs pretending to manage the place, getting wankered.
Hiding in the office.
No, I'll be hiding in the office. You'll be asleep under the desk.
Yeah.
I'll
that
sleep behind the
was
bar.
that a year ago today?
You are?
Was that a year ago today when I came in, smashed and fell asleep under the office?
It will be in an hour and a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, happy anniversary of Katie being an absolute mess.
Yeah.
It was a lovely night.
So
I
my
feel like
second
I
segment
feel like there's
is
an anniversary for that at least
Yeah.
once a week.
Oh, by the way, well done, Paige. That was great.
Thank you. Thank you. Just
So
on
I've
everyone
got
as well.
news.
Oh,
And I've got something funny that happened to me as well. So I'm going to tell you a little story after I've told you the good news. So in about an hour and 10 minutes, it marks our 1 year anniversary of opening time. And we couldn't be happier. We think we've done really well, and we're really proud of everyone who's come and supported us, and thankful for that. And we've got built up a great team around us, and we couldn't have done it without everybody here and without everybody, like our entire team. So thank you to the entire team. Thank you to the customers. And yeah, things are changing quite a bit now. Yeah. So what we have done is we have created a new bar. We're not going to give too much information away at this moment, because we don't want to get everyone too excited and then not to be able to open until Christmas, depending on what happens. So what we're going to do is we're going to drip feed little bits of information and try and keep people happy and keep things moving. But our new bar is called Prinks, and this is look, she hasn't even got a background. Hello.
Oh, she's fancy.
Oh, she's fancy. I didn't even mean to do that. There she is.
I love that.
Yeah, Prinks. The idea of Prinks is that it's a pre-drinks bar. It's going to be open on a daily basis up until the time that Tiny would normally be open, and then it closes and Tiny opens. So nothing changes at Tiny. Everything's still the same. It's very urban, very, very swish. I use swish in a sentence.
Golf vibes.
Yeah, it has got quite a lot of golf vibes. We're not stealing their thing, because ours is a completely different concept. So the concept behind it is it's sort of pre-drink games built into the decor of the bar. So essentially it's been painted and decorated in a way that is interchangeable, and lots of panels can move around, and each panel has a game on it or something that you can interact with. So it's really cool. It's a really fun idea, and it's something that's not really been done anywhere else that I know of. Please don't tell me if it has been done somewhere else.
I
think I might cry if that's the case, because we put quite a lot of work into it. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for that malarkey. And that's my little bit over, but I have got a fun story to tell you afterwards and something fun to show you. So do you want me to do that?
Shall we just put a quick disclaimer out there that it's definitely not fucking ghetto golf. The windows are smashed enough as it is from you bastards. So we don't need it in there with fucking golf clubs or golf balls.
Yeah, golf.
Fat shit.
So my fun story is in relation to my coronavirus scare. Coronavirus. So yesterday and the day before, I felt like absolute dog shit, and I was asked to go for a test at the Showcase Cinemas by the Army, which was quite fun, and I was very nervous about getting swabbed by a army man, and then they told me they had to do it myself. Oh. So I did it myself. It was fine, and it's nothing scary. And then today, for whatever fucking reason, I got a parcel from the coronavirus people sending me another coronavirus test. So I'm gonna, and the only reason I'm doing this is because I can't send it back, and it's got my name and shit stuck all over it, and I've already had a test. So I'm going to show you the thing that I had to put in my mouth.
Ooh. I'm excited.
Can we all do this?
You're just excited because something's going in a mouth.
Aye.
Claire was like,
do a coronavirus test for you. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
I don't want anything shoved in a hole at the minute.
Look at that, motherfucker.
Does that go right? Do you put it up your nose?
Yeah. So, do you know what? I tell you what. This is actually really useful for anybody who does catch it, because it took me forever to understand what you have to do. So I'm going to show you, right? So what you have to do, you get a vial like this, which has your name printed on it, and you get stickers with it that you have to stick on it, and you scan it on your app, which tracks you, and tells the government whether or not you've got coronavirus, and it gives you your text. It's full of like this weird solution-y stuff. There it is. And this is the swab. So what you got to do with the swab is you've got to get it into your tonsils, which is there, and you've got to stick it in and do a little swabby around for 15 seconds. I'm gonna show you what happens when I do this, because that's the first part. The second part is putting it in your nose, and you've got to put it in your nose until you feel resistance, and then twist it round for 15 seconds, right? Now, you would think that the nose would be the worst one.
Do you have to put it up?
I've only got one thing to say about that nose thing, and that for some certain people, some people's noses don't show resistance. So
you've literally, Gucci, just took the words right out of my mouth. I have not had any olfactory system since at least 2011.
Well, my nose did.
Oh, well, we're all fine.
This is the noise that happens when this swab touches my throat. You ready?
Gag reflex. Of
I'm gonna put a gag.
Mate, eyebrows. Watch them eyebrows.
Can you imagine me doing this in front of army people?
Do I put it right?
So, once you've done the back of the throat swab, you've got to do the nose swab with the same swab.
The same one?
Yeah, with the same one.
Does it is the same side as well?
You are?
A little bit lubed up.
The one that's just been at the back of your throat?
Yeah.
The same bit?
Yep.
I'm sweating.
Stop putting people. Stop it. Oh.
You know what?
Hello? Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm crying.
Okay.
Oh, I've just got a sweat on.
And that's it. Doesn't hurt that much.
Oh, do the throat one again.
No.
Made a bit nose now.
You stick it in, snap it off, seal it up, and send it off. Done.
It's just like a little test when you get gonorrhea.
Yeah.
I couldn't. There's no. You've got to do that for 15 seconds at the back of your throat.
Yeah.
I'd have been sick.
I wouldn't.
I don't think that.
Have you met
I've
one?
been all right.
Anyway, that's my segment over with. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that's helpful to you if you ever have to have a coronavirus test.
Oh my God.
I enjoyed that.
If anybody needs any gag reflex training, give us a shout.
Actually, there is.
I feel like that was quite directional at me, but
Yeah.
There is one thing that does actually work really well, though, and isn't it that you've got to nip your thumb?
Like that, you hold your thumb in your face.
Or like that, aren't you?
Oh, if
I
you nip
heard
it in
that.
between those two fingers,
I
it
heard
stops you gagging.
I also don't think it's true.
I think it's more that you're concentrating on something else.
Yeah. I just hold
Yeah.
my breath. That's never failed me yet.
If you make hands as well, also, if you turn round, so you're like over the top, and the bollocks are on the ends of your nose, it just slides right down as if it was like a sausage.
Well, like upside down?
Yeah. So say for example, if you laid on your back on the bed
Mm-hmm.
with your head over the mattress.
Over the end of the bed.
I'm going to stop you there. This is how I got sick in my eyebrows.
I was just about to say.
And then, so the balls that, so put the ends of the remote in your mouth. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then his balls are on your nose.
Okay.
It works. It actually does work.
She's doing this right now.
Honestly, it's like a fucking slip and slide.
Shall I show that?
No.
Maybe later.
There's already been enough gagging for one night.
Oh,
No, guys,
God.
I just got told off.
By who?
Christine. She's
Right.
fuming.
Oh,
She's like, that sounds disgusting. Stop that noise now.
Could I just text her back saying I've got a man in here, shut up.
No, I said I was demonstrating the
No,
coronavirus.
don't, the police will come round again.
oh God, yeah.
Looking for the man.
Anyway, I'm glad that you all enjoyed that. Can we move on from me now?
I don't suppose because it's coming up to an hour, we can have a very short break.
Oh, I think we should, you know.
Well, that'd be absolutely gorgeous.
I will need to drop off, and I'll go and put that into practice.
Why don't we have 5 minutes and then you go first as soon as we get back?
I didn't find a thing.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I couldn't find a good one.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
I'll figure, if you want, I'll figure something out while I'm having a break, and then we can.
There we go. And I will join you. Well, I'll watch from bed.
Yeah, of course you will.
Yeah.
Gucci, do that again, Gucci, do that again.
No way.
No, do it again.
What?
What? No, I didn't. What's she doing? No, not happening. Not a chance. I know exactly what she's editing onto that tomorrow, so you can fuck right off.
Oh, that cake looks right nice.
So we're going for a little 5 minutes because I'm dying for a cigarette.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right. Here's in 5.
Goodbye, God bless.
Much love to everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Audio Jungle.
Oh, yeah.
I got my wig on. I got my wig on at the right time.
Do you know what? I had a bit of a freaky thought while we were on a break. I was like, what happens if someone just tunes in and watches me doing a coronavirus test? Just so everyone knows, I did contact them to ask if I could send it back, and they said no. So it was sent by mistake, obviously. Ballsies.
The Chinese is on its way now. So excited.
Oh, you fucking slag.
It's took long enough. Fucking hell.
Oh, what time did he order? About 9:30.
Yeah.
I got a Chinese the other night, right, and it was fucking horrendous.
Oh, I remember seeing you.
Oh my god, I've never honestly, right. I'm not a Chinese person myself. No, I don't mean like I'm not physically oriental.
It's like a way to point out the fucking obvious.
Anyway, yeah, Chinese isn't my first choice. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I wouldn't go for it. But I thought, do you know what? I fancy Chinese. And have any of you ever had udon noodles?
No.
I don't think I have.
So udon noodles are like normal noodles but thicker.
Yeah.
So they're like the proper like. Oh.
I like egg noodles. You know, like with a stir fry, the really fat ones.
Yeah. And my normal place where I get it from wasn't open, so I was just like, ugh. So you know when you go on Just Eat and you order it by like the most best reviews and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was absolutely catfished by the fucking reviews on Just Eat because it was shit. Absolutely.
I love that we're all sat here casually, right? Can we all take a minute for the fact that Claire looks like she's fucking clubbing in the corner with this fucking light? Go.
I'm just pretending I'm in China.
We can tell.
It's a bit more sober.
So,
we're getting some of our viewers back. They're all coming back.
Great. Yeah, oh yeah, go on, Claire. Tell us what you've ordered. Thanks, James. Go on.
Oh, so yeah. I ordered some kind of soup. Can't remember what it was. And I got one of them munchie box things. It's
a munchie box.
Yeah, like a pizza box full of a bit of everything, like salt and pepper stuff. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
I'm moist.
It's the best option, isn't it? Because you just get everything.
Yeah.
It is.
Matty, there's one near us called Moon Palace.
That's where I've ordered from.
Oh, yeah, Moon Palace.
Oh, it is unreal. Claire, have you had one of those munchie boxes before?
Not from there. Like from other places.
They're banging.
Absolutely fucking out of this world.
I'm gonna be fucking furious when this arrives.
I normally get them from the garden, but I just went on Just Eat and got them there.
Absolute Chinese jealousy.
What the first thing I'm doing tomorrow, the minute that fucker opens, it's getting ordered.
Oh, I might get my Universal Credit tomorrow.
I don't get mine till the 12th of next month now.
I hate being on Universal Credit. It's horrible.
So fucking shit in it.
Do you know what? The other day, I got a courtesy call from my fucking work coach, right?
I did.
She was like, hi, it's Diane. I'm just calling to do a courtesy call about your Universal Credit. And I was like, oh, thank you. She was like, how's the job hunting going? And I was like, it's not. I'm self-employed. I'm not allowed to work at the moment, and I refuse to go out and search for a job that I'm going to stick in for a couple of months and put myself and my family at risk. Fuck that.
I was exactly the same. Yours is called Diane. Mine's is Dawn.
Oh, in fairness, she's lovely. She's an absolute.
Oh, mine is an absolute gem. She was gorgeous.
Yeah, really canny. But they have to do these stupid courtesy calls, and you think, I mean, how much time must be wasted on people who are self-employed? It's silly.
I know.
Hey ho.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. Yeah, let's check in on the comments. We haven't had a chat with everyone yet properly, have we?
No.
Claire, you're having a Chinese in this pandemic. I mean, our local Chinese takeaway did not exactly do it, so...
I'll eat out things.
Yeah, Dean, let's dispel that myth now. I've been fighting with all of the thingies today, with all the bloody boomers. I've had some woman commenting on me shit on Facebook, basically stalking me, asking me what I've accomplished. I was like, bitch, I wrote a book in 2 weeks. Fuck you. Which, girls, has finally arrived.
I want like that sound, you know, like when you open a box in a film and it goes,
Oh, look at my fish.
Gucci.
What are you doing?
Tracy Dunn are looking glamorous, apart from me, because I am absolutely the opposite of glamorous right now. I've got snot all over.
So it's an interesting fact for you. So Tracy is actually my second mother.
Second mother?
Yeah. So
what Paige's mother or Dan's mother?
No, Dan. So, right, a quick all-rounder here. So, you remember years ago when I worked at the Pond place?
Yeah.
So she was my boss there.
Oh.
Then stayed friends for years, and then obviously when I worked at Sulzer, she worked there as well. And yeah, it's a block of 10 years where me and Tracy have just caused absolute havoc. So I'll tell you a quick story about what happened to me and Tracy. Right. So Tracy's a very, very outgoing lunatic.
Paige, you don't associate with people like that.
I seem to.
You exclusively associate with people like that.
Honestly, I don't know what it is about like women between 35 and 45, maybe 50.
Be careful, aware.
This is what I'm like.
She said I look glamorous.
She's drunk.
is she blind?
Not right. So
She's typing this in Braille.
She's going to do some blind tapping.
So,
did you hear that?
So I seem to feel like that I attract these kind of ladies, right? But it's to the point of where me and Tracy are exactly on the same wavelength. So, Matty, you know Tesco next to you, the little garage, right? So me and Tracy went on our lunch to this Tesco to go and get some bits, and we went to go and get a croissant for our colleague that we worked with. And you know, like obviously on the big, on the big stands where they've got all like the buns and everything like that, and they've got all the croissants and all that sort of shit. You know what are the croissants sat on? Big silver trays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and also, you know the spatulas that you use to pick them up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. So tongs, yes, that's what I was talking about, tongs, right. So there's two sides to this thing, the stand that all of these things are on. This spatula on this side is for the left-hand side. This spatula is for the right-hand side.
Okay.
So Tracy picks up the left spatula to get something from the right-hand side. and she went, no, you do it like this. And she pulled it, and I shit you not, the full thing collapsed. It fell on the ground, croissants rolling everywhere. And obviously, because of these big silver trays, there was a massive clatter, everything like that, and everyone was looking at us. And I went, Tracy, what are you doing that for? So anyway, the whole shop was in uproar, and the woman behind the counter, she was clearly quite pissed off. And plot twist, we didn't actually get the croissant because they were all on the floor. Anyway,
do you know what they do? They send them to a pig farm.
What croissants?
Yeah, at the end of the day, when they're all done, they sell them like at 10 pence each, and anything that's left over, it's sent to a pig farm.
Don't talk about Lawless House like that.
So after this whole ordeal that's happened, obviously Tracy went to the checkout. Then I went, and I said to the woman, I said, hey, I'm so sorry about that. She's on day release. And they went, no, and she said, what do you mean? I said, well, she's got a bit of learning difficulties, so I'm just here like looking after her. And she said, and shit you not right, the woman behind the counter, she went, well, why is she getting in the car and driving off? I went, she's what? I was like, she's driving off. She's not supposed to drive. She's not allowed to drive. Quick. So this woman behind Tesco, right? She was like this. She was like as if she works at Aldi, like fucking like. And then I ran out. Right, and she started driving right around the petrol pumps. Just kept doing it. And then she picked me, up at the end, right, and we both just waved driving off. You kind of had to be there to appreciate it.
I love that you said just a touch of learning difficulties, just a smattering, not full learning difficulty.
Not like full on Claire, but just a little bit.
Yeah, there was another one.
Oh, so we've got it right. Here we go, Claire. Paige. These little quick stories need to be a book. Matty, there's your next project. I could work on this. An autobiography of Paige Turner.
You'd never be able to publish any of it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I know that some people, like, right, this is going to sound so pretentious. I'm going to say it anyway. Right. By no means am I saying that I'm a fucking grade A masterpiece of a comedian, right? But I like to think that my humour is probably my strong point.
It's all in the delivery.
Exactly. But, right, comedians often lie just in their whole segment of what, like, the shows that they do. But I cannot honestly tell you that everything that comes out of my mouth happens. Like, I don't not sugarcoat anything to make it sound. Apart from Sticky Jeff, of course. He never fucked me, just fingered me.
Here, watch out, your mom's coming after you again.
But yeah, like, honestly, none of the shit that comes out of my mouth is a lie. Like, the majority of the stuff that happens to me in my day-to-day life.
The thing is, as well, though, with you, Paige, it's like I've heard you tell the same story 3 or 4 times, like in different groups of friends, and you try it again a different way the next time you tell it, and you improve each time, and it gets funnier the more you tell the story. That's a good comedian. That's learning from like how your audience responds, isn't it?
Exactly right. Anyone, like even the least funniest person, could. Only Claire saw that.
I saw the finger. Don't you fucking worry.
What are you on about? I was itching my fucking head. No. Like the thing that irritates me.
Wednesday, then it'll fucking remove you.
What? We won't bring up the Disney thing again. We're not going to talk about that.
So, Gucci, when Tannery opens, it's just me and you.
No, it's absolutely not to me at all. We'll see you later.
Yeah, don't be fucking changing the team again. I can't be doing another. It's taking me a year to get that one sorted.
No.
Chinese, yeah.
Oh, Adele, of course you can have a book. I will send you details, lovely.
Okay, hurry up.
I feel like Tracy has a story to tell here with corned beef pie.
Oh God, do you want me to tell you the corned beef pie story?
Go on then.
Right. So
there's not a smattering of Down syndrome involved.
Any story that starts with fucking corned beef pie, I don't even know where this is going.
Right. Right. So there's a gentleman that me and Tracy used to work with.
I feel like Tracy's just reminding Paige of all these funny stories that none of us. Like, there's 3 so far. There's that one, this one, and this one.
Right. I'll quickly go on, Claire. I'll quickly waffle through them while Claire's going to get her food. So the corned beef pie one, there was a gentleman that me and Tracy used to work with, and he used to bring in these homemade corned beef pies that him and his missus had made, and they were quite shit, right? And he used to be, I love corned beef pie. Oh. So anyway, we went to a wedding And at the buffet there was corned beef pie, and this gentleman had quite the, I don't want to say lazy eye.
But that's what
Lazy
I'm
eye.
saying.
Yeah, so you know when someone gets really angry and they go, "You are."
Bong eye.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it because I didn't know how offensive it would be.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Right, so we were at this wedding, right? And Tracy turns round at the buffet, right, and looks at this bloke and she goes, "Here, say, corned beef pie!"
Oh my god.
Ever since then, right, like we used to just go up to him and go, "Corned beef pie!"
If anybody at home does have a little bit of what we'll just call it what it is, a bog eye. We ain't been nowhere being offensive.
Oh, I know.
They're just funny.
I've got a lazy eye. I have literally got a lazy eye myself, so that's the crack.
Oh, Swifty, there.
Hi, love.
Yeah. So the shit.
No,
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Merry Christmas.
Claire's food has arrived, the fucking bitch.
Oh,
very Chinese mess.
fucking mugs.
Right, so what have you got? Oh, for piss sake, Murphy, man.
What's he got?
Stop eating.
Oh, this one's
Swifty,
for you.
fucking Swifty, piss off now. She's had my fucking life for about a week now, little cat.
I'll do the last one. I'll do the last one very quickly, and then we can give someone else a fucking chance to speak, because I know that I'm going quite off on one tonight. So me and Trey, there was a couple of things. Oh, go on, Claire. Put Claire on full screen.
Oh,
Oh God.
oh,
Oh, man.
oh my god, look at all that.
Oh, I nearly dropped
Yeah,
the back. Had a cry.
Right. Has anybody ever been to Preston Park?
Yeah.
Right. You know the museum does like weddings and christenings and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. So me and Tracy went to a christening, and it was a very la-di-da to do. Like it was it wasn't posh, but it was la-di-da.
Yeah.
And in the one room was where everyone was sat, and then the other room was where the food and everything was being displayed. And they had literally, I can't describe it anything better than this, than a crisp white tablecloth on all the tables. However, because there's no bar in there, they only had bottles of like fizzy drinks and stuff like that, so they didn't have any like sort of glass bottles or anything like that. And shortly after, the people that worked there caught me pulling Tracy's tights and knickers up because they kept falling down. We were like, shit, we'll have to go into the thing and get our food and our drinks. So we're like, right, we'll sort the drinks out first. And no! And right. You know when something slides out of your hand and you try and hold it like that, so you stop from like dropping it.
Mm-hmm.
On these crisp white tablecloths, I opened a bottle of Diet Coke, like a big one, and as it slipped out my hand, I went like that.
Oh no!
And I shit you not, right? I covered the full fucking beverage table. So all of these crisp white sheets were fucking brown. All of the clean glasses that were stood upwards were full of Diet Coke. Honestly, all you saw was the woman, and she went like this. She went. Bearing in mind, that day as well was my first time that I'd ever fucking fake tanned. So I looked gay as fuck, and you can tell it in the back of her head, she's like that fucking faggot. Well,
Oh yeah.
This messy fag's turned up and fucking covered my sheets in brown.
so yeah,
And there's nothing worse than a brown sheet, is there?
there's been many things.
I know all about that one.
Fuck off.
Claire's sheets are brown.
Better than a brown wallow, isn't it?
Oh, it's gone green now. It's got green.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we've seen.
He was dead proud of it.
He was. He can't say anything about that green either because it's the same colour that's in my fucking living room.
No, it's alright. Better than brown. So, Gooch, have you got a segment for us?
Well, I didn't until right this second, but I do now. So I'm not gonna lie, I had absolutely no sort of segment as fucking per for every week. But I've just received a lovely little email that I'm just gonna read out to you all. So apparently this must be some sort of long lost relative of mine. Her name is Aisha Gaddafi.
Okay. Sounds legit.
Just all my furniture's just started moving. Wait there, stop. Sorry.
I think I was the only one that got that, but I appreciate that. So I've just received this email. It starts with, "I am Mrs. Aisha Al-Gaddafi from Libya, the daughter of the former Libyan president Abu Muhammad al-Gaddafi."
Colonel Gaddafi.
So far, I really believe her. I go through your website. I'm not even taking words out. This is how it's written. I go through your website and found out that you are into crude oil. I'm also into oil.
No, she's not into crude oil. It's gun oil she's into.
Well, Aisha, so far you have quite a few things wrong in this situation. This has been my business for too long. Oh, she must be knackered. I'd like to get in touch with you whenever you are free. Unfortunately, Aisha, if you are watching this, I'm not free. I'm very fucking busy, so leave me alone.
I don't feel like she's a YouTube type. I mean, Facebook type. She's definitely a YouTube type.
I think this is Sarah Jane. So, paragraph 2. But please keep confidential of my visit. Oh, she's coming to visit me now. I'm a public figure, just that my family has a problem with the Western supremacy. Right, she clearly doesn't know me at all because she would know I don't know what that means. So I'm still under political asylum. Oh God, this got deep.
Oh God.
I'm being extremely careful with whoever I am dealing with to avoid being exposed or leakage of my hideout. Oh God, I feel like I've just full on exposed somebody that's hiding. I'm scared. Shit.
Oh my God. No, honestly though, if they're talking about Gaddafi,
no. Sitting on the bed. No, stop it.
Shitting on the bed.
It's stuck in my hair. Quick, get him. It's stuck in my hair. Alex, he's shitting on the bed.
Yep, see, we've got other people's opinions. They also think it's anals.
Oh God.
So last but not least, just while Paige is cleaning this shit up, just to end our email, please kindly get back to me on your convenient time to enable us to share ideas and to have a common ground with my reason writing to you. I hope to hear from you. Thanks. E.S. Salam Alaikum. Mrs. Aisha Al-Gaddafi. So thank you, Aisha. I very much appreciate your email. However, I shall not be replying.
Well, I just did a little bit of research, and Colonel Gaddafi didn't have a daughter; he had a son.
Gaddafi's a butcher.
Well, you never know these days, do you? Let's be honest.
Do you know what?
If anybody... Oh, actually, wait. Let me check Aisha's email address.
Check if she's got Facebook.
Her email address is SueJackie@emmashen.com, so it's not even Aisha. But yes, that was my segment for this week. One of my lovely... This didn't even go to my junk email. This came to my inbox. So this bitch is fucking... She's clever, this one.
Guys,
Whoa.
something amazing just happened.
Whoa.
Have we won the lottery?
No, my coronavirus test came back negative.
Oh!
Oh my god, do you know what it is? We give the people at home exactly what they want. This is live entertainment at its best.
Do you know what? I'm still ill. I've still got some sort of illness, but it must be just a flu or something.
Yeah, it's like a flu or... Oh my god, can we please have a round of applause, everybody?
Oh,
Tech support does not have coronavirus.
oh, thank fuck for that.
Can you make me a drink, please? I need a drink for that. Thank you.
Yes, we need to celebrate.
Oh,
Do you know
thank
what?
fuck for that.
Right, there's a lot of negativity about like how quick things are done with this. Honestly, I had the test yesterday at 1:00, and I've just got my result now at like 11:30 on a Saturday night. That's
amazing.
So it's only been like not even 2 days, is it?
Not even 2 days, like less.
Oh, can we have loads of people send love hearts for Matty, please? Thank fuck for that.
And do you know what? My heart's like that.
Oh,
honestly, the last 24 hours, I've been shit. Oh, Paige, I came back negative.
Paige,
she hasn't
even got her earphone in.
Oh.
Give her the news, Matty.
Paige.
Yeah.
I'm negative.
Well, cheer up.
No, it came back negative.
Oh, nice one. Get in.
I'm buzzing.
Go and get a fucking bevy, love. Go on.
No, I still feel ill.
Right, so cheers, girls. Cheers to that for Matty. Coming back negative, everyone.
Please stay safe because it's not worth that stress. Honestly, that was a horrible 24 hours. Three days.
Oh, Matty, we're getting loads of love hearts coming through one of you.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Everyone is sending the love.
You know what? If there's any reason to isolate, the noise I made earlier on doing that bloody test, yeah? If you don't want to do that in front of army people, like hot army people, and you don't want to have to feel like really negative because you're going to kill people around you, it's worth socially distancing as much as you can. But
we all know for a fine fact the Paige is going for that test to show off. She's not going because she's got symptoms. Paige is going to find them army men. She's going to stand there with that fucking swab letter.
For like absolutely deep throat.
She's like, what? I can now do my nose.
Oh, do you know what? I'll be back in a minute. I've got to go and tell my parents because I can actually do that now without having to fucking wear this.
You don't have to put your mask on or anything.
I don't wear my mask anymore. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, do you know what it is? Oh yeah, how's the shit on the bed gone?
It's ruined.
Now
he's ruined. Honestly, can we all just not get puppies because he's kicking off now?
I feel like within the last 10 minutes of this live, we have been entertainment gold. Claire has arrived for all of you with a Chinese. Matty has found out he's negative from Corona. I have given you all an email from Aisha Al Gaddafi, and Paige's dog is shit on the bed.
What more
really?
Let's let everyone say hello to the devil.
Bye. He's so good at eat Paige's wig again.
My mum was a fucking sleep on mine earlier. I sent you that Snapchat, Gucci.
Shall we have a look at some of the comments while Matty's away? Let's see what everyone's up to.
Right, I'll try and click on them.
Oh, everybody's happy for Matty, look. He's got to tell his mum and dad. He's all excited. Oh, she's back.
How's the shit on the bed?
You know, another thing, I've got to text my sisters because my sisters are both doing it too. They're both like isolating because they've seen me.
Oh.
Yay! Happy days. I can give someone a hug.
Well, can we put our little PayPals up across the bottom? If anybody is thinking, well done to Matty, please do. The Club Tiny PayPal will be all across the bottom right now. And we've got our new little bar opening to be confirmed. So do send us what you can. God, I'm good, Anna.
I'm buzzing.
Honest to God, Matty, it's like all of a sudden you fucking seem so much happier instantly. It's crazy.
Honestly, like I still feel ill, but like it's the fear
It's
of
the fucking weight lifted.
to other people. Like it's so scary.
Just less stress and less worry, innit?
Yeah, you feel like everything you touch is contaminated and like, oh, horrible.
I felt like that after I beat Asda today. Fuck me, so dread to think how you were fucking feeling.
Yeah, well, that's the only place I've only been shopping and stuff. I haven't seen anyone or anything. Social distance from everyone.
I don't even like touching the fucking trolley at Asda, never mind anything else.
Oh. I thought Matty literally crashed there on that.
I thought everybody's playing the freeze game, and I was just like, am I the only one who's not playing?
No, sorry, I'm just texting people who need to know. just put. I haven't got Rhoda. Woo!
Miss Rhoda can fuck off.
This Rhoda can do one.
But after all this, if a baby drag queen after all this does not come out with this called Miss Rona, I will be causing murders. That is the perfect name for a drag queen when this is all over.
I want Pandemic. I think Pandemic would be a great name.
Yeah, that'd be fab. It's very much like my favourite Pam Sandwich.
Pam Sandwich, yeah.
Pam Sandwich, Pandemic.
I feel like that if there was a drag queen name for this whole situation, it would be Carol Baskin Rona.
I thought you were going to say clairvoyant then. I was expecting it to be a bitch.
No, there's the name I could think of all of this, but yeah, I'm not going to cause drama again.
Clairvoyant.
So, well, whilst I was just cleaning this shit up. Thanks, James. Thanks, James. I was thinking to myself, right, because I do this on a regular occurrence. I wonder what is the best joke in the world.
I've told you mine.
No, I'm gonna Google it. That was funny.
Yeah, but I told you my best joke, and everybody else to tell it just rolls their eyes. Where Paige, like me, just fucking creased on it.
What was
Right,
it?
so I'm gonna.
And it was, what did one snowman say to the other snowman? Can you smell carrot? It's so bad that it's just amazing.
If someone said to me on my deathbed, yeah, I'm going to tell you the best joke ever, they told me that, I would have died before the punchline.
Should we ask Siri?
No, yeah, because Siri's renowned for dad jokes, though.
Yeah, that's why it's even better.
Hey, Siri. What is the best joke in the world?
Here's one for the kiddos. How do we know that hot is faster than cold? Because you can catch a cold.
I feel like that's slightly offensive considering what we've just been doing for the past 10 minutes. Fuck me, Siri.
Oh, God damn it.
Hey, Siri. I feel like that was slightly inappropriate. I don't feel like that was inappropriate.
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Yes. I would like to know. Don't interrupt me.
I don't know what that means. If you like, I can search the web for. I would like don't interrupt.
I hate how smarmy Siri sounds. He sounds like a fucking condescending prick.
No, right answer.
Sounds like a Tory.
Paige, just so you know.
Joke in the world.
A sloth walks into a bar, waves to get the bartender's attention, and says, "I'll have a soda water." The bartender says, "Hey, why the long pause?"
Oh,
I don't get it.
long pause, sloth.
That was very lackluster.
Horse walks
Okay.
into a bar. Barman says, "Why the long face?" Horse goes, "Cancer." My jokes always make people recoil. Oh, by the way, can I just say thank you to everyone in the comments? That's been absolutely lovely. And Bailey, that's a really good question, and I think we need to be honest about it. And I know that I have suffered recently quite badly, and I know that a lot of other people do, and it's good to talk about it, and we should always talk about it. And yeah, best thing to do, I think, is keep busy and try and talk with your friends as much as you can. And these bitches got me through a lot last week when I was feeling at a really bad, shitty point, and they really encouraged me. So don't keep yourself in that bad place. Try and build up and whatever. Yeah, even if it's not you, if you're asking for someone else, whatever, just make sure you're there for your friends, because these fuckers have been here for me loads. It's really important.
But that also doesn't necessarily mean that you use can't message us. Like literally, like I've said this on so many occasions. Yeah, on so many occasions, right? I do not care, even if you think that I'm a bitch and that you like. Some people have said to me before, "Oh, I've never spoke to your page because you seem really intimidated." I'm not like that. When it comes to mental health and stuff like that, regardless of whatever time it is, day, whatever, even if I'm at the busiest of my times, just fucking message me. Even if it'll take me 10 or 15 minutes to come back to you, like I will always have time for someone that's struggling.
Yeah. A few years ago, we lost someone very close to us through mental health problems, and it's well known within our community that it affected us quite badly, and some of us are still dealing with it now, and there's a lot of raw stuff there, but what's beautiful that's come out of that is we talk a lot more between us. We talk a lot more, and we're very honest about our mental health. And if one of us is feeling shitty and just needs to be left alone, we allow that to happen. And sometimes they don't want to be left alone. Sometimes we need to talk it out. Sometimes sometimes we'll flag up between us as well. We'll notice someone on our scene and go, "That person doesn't look okay." Will someone approach them? And we find a way of making it work. And so if there is anyone out there who needs us, we are here. We're a really strong community for that, and we are supportive in that way. We can be bitches, but at the same time we care deeply about everyone.
I think the main thing that people really need to remember is that even though that 9 times out of 10, us three, even though that it is technically in our blood to take the piss out of people, personally, speaking for myself, I have suffered so much in the last 10 years. It's ridiculous. Like, I would never, ever wish it upon anyone. But I can tell you now, right, like, as soon as you start, this is the best bit of advice that I can give you, right, is, say, for example, like, say if you're talking to someone and you say, "Oh, I suffer really bad with mental health." What's wrong with that sentence?
I think people think a lot with our job, because we come across in a certain way, that it's not a human thing anymore. You're seen as being this person that people come and see, you're happy, you're nice to them, you might be a bitch, you're this, that, and the other when they're there. But I think people forget that behind a fucking wig and makeup is an actual person as well.
Oh, yeah.
We're not.
We get paid.
Like when people are like, "Oh, that person's vile because they say this, that person's vile because they say that." That's our fucking job. Like, we're there for a fucking reason, and we all come home and take this shit off and deal with exactly the same stuff that every fucker else does. So just take that into consideration as well. Don't think that we are these people that are just inhuman and you can't talk to us, because that's not the fucking case.
The best advice, like I said, that I can ever give anyone is that if you say to someone, "Oh, I'm suffering with mental health," you're not suffering, you're living with it. You live with mental health. You don't suffer, because this is the bit, right? I'm going to go on a tangent here because I need to tell you this now. So, what you need to remember is that you know, for example, right? This is therapy with Paige Turner. Is everyone ready? Right. So, what you've got to remember is, whatever physical symptoms that you may feel, like regardless if it's like anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, anything like that, even OCD like comes under the same sort of umbrella. Like everything that like you feel is totally normal. Like it's so normal. It's everyone feels the same, but unfortunately, people that suffer or live with anxiety or whatever, they just think of it in a different way, because all that they will do is turn on that switch to think, oh shit, there's something wrong. Like there's something wrong. Like I feel something wrong. No. If you feel like that you're gonna have a panic attack or an anxiety attack, so what? Everyone gets them. Like that's the thing. Like this is what I'm saying. When people start believing that they don't suffer with it, they live with it. That's the bit that people need to fucking remember, because you're not suffering. It's a normal feeling that every single person gets.
Do you know something for me that really sticks in my head as well is that as a community, like society doesn't make what we are normal. Yeah, like it's a struggle when you first starting to come to terms with your sexuality in the LGBT community, and that can be quite damaging. And I was lucky. I was born into a family that was really accepting, but I didn't know that at the time. So I tortured myself for many, many years and caused myself more problems mentally by doing that. And I think a lot of people do that. And I think that's why our community can be quite susceptible to issues with mental health and things. And I think we torture ourselves unnecessarily so a lot of the time. Something for me that because I used to be when I was younger, when I was like in my late teens, I was very judgmental of the LGBTQ scene. I was I don't like this, I don't like that, I'm scared of drag queens, da 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 da. I was very judgmental, and now, like, I don't know how I would have survived until now if it wasn't for that scene, because a lot of the scene that's there has supported me and my development and my mental health, and even back then I was very arrogant, and I thought mental health was like just for crazy people. You know what I mean? I've got like my family's got a history of mental health problems, but I still was judgmental on it. And I think the sooner we as a community get over that judgment on others, and we start looking at like we're all human, we all just want to love and live and be happy. I think I think
one of the main things with, as much as we all call ourselves a community, I think this community is very that type of community where we love to put everybody fucking down. So a lot of people do struggle with being in this community, as much as we're like, oh, we're here for everyone, we do this for everyone. But when it comes to mental health and stuff like that, we are probably one of the worst communities for being. People are so fucking judgmental. So
yeah,
I can understand. It's like it's hard for you coming out as this community, but then getting into the community, people are fucking vile.
Yeah, they can be, but then I think we're different in that respect. I think our little community is different in the sense that we've had such a massive catastrophe with Matt. That was such a massive game changer for us as a community, because it sort of taught us that like there's so much more fragile.
It just hit home very fucking quickly,
and it was more to the point that we didn't know what was going on, and like we had banter with Matt and everything, and it was just such a massive shocker. And I think that's what other communities haven't had. They haven't had that, like that massive shell shock that sort of jolted them into action. Whereas with us, we've been sort of like kind of all of us have gone, oh shit. Like, I don't want that ever to happen to anybody else. And yeah, we can be salty as fuck, but actually, I think that a few of the scenes out there that can be quite negative and nasty could do with taking a little bit of a lesson from this and looking at the tragedy that happened with us and trying to learn from it, because I think that's really important to keep other people going and happy. You know what I mean? Like that.
It's like exactly what I said earlier in the fact of. What I said earlier, like people see people that work in bars, drag queens, and people in this industry, they don't see us as somebody you can talk to. With that, it's the complete fucking opposite. Because I think people in this industry understand it better than any fucker else.
Yeah.
So when people think that we are unapproachable and unspeakable to, we're probably the best people you can talk to, because we know and experience that much of this.
Yeah.
So I think probably we're probably some of the better people to talk to out of anyone. As much as we come across like absolute cows 24/7, it's not the case. Take this fucking wig and makeup off, and we are actually people, surprisingly.
That's also a two-sided thing as well, I think, is that if you look at that from the opposite side of the thing, like people who don't suffer from mental health problems who might be watching, I think that's really, really important for them to know as well, to actually say, okay, I don't suffer from mental health, but I need to empathize with that person. I need to understand what that feels like, or I need to step into that person's shoes and start to think, what would life be like without that person? Because for me, I'd much rather sit and talk to someone for 3 hours on a message than be attending their funeral.
Exactly.
It's honestly the torment that I think a lot of us went through with Matt afterwards. Like, I wasn't the closest person to Matt. Like, he was a colleague, a friend. wasn't a best friend. We spoke. He done little projects for me and stuff like that. But the thing that hit me the most, right, from Matt, was, I'm not crying. I'm gonna burp.
You need to cry, babe. You can cry. It's not a weakness. You're allowed to cry every now and again.
No, so imagine seeing someone on the Saturday, then
this was me.
seeing him the next Saturday. Like, that Saturday, we were out having a good night. The next week he was gone. That was it. Yeah. And the only reason why that happens is because not one goddamn person asked if he was all right. Because he was always like...
And we will forever live with that guilt.
Yeah. I know. I feel guilty about it. Like I said, I wasn't a very close friend of his. I was just a friend. But it just goes to show.
I was, and I've tortured myself for years over it. Like, I've tortured myself every day for years and years and years. And I used to get very, very upset about it. And now I feel like I owe it to Matt not to be upset about him, rather to be a beacon for people to talk to if they need me. And I think that's the only way that I can repay that, you know.
Yeah. I think probably what we need to get at is that we are an entertainment bar. We're a bar that you can come out and have a good time at. But if I'm stood on the door putting a wristband on, Claire's in the middle of blowing someone or putting music on, Gucci's stood there looking pretty, come and say to us, look, I'm not all right. Because I'm not gonna go, oh well, it's tough shit that really, isn't it?
Yeah. And
I highly doubt that anybody else in the bar is gonna go and sit there and be like, all right, bye. Oh, bye, Gucci. Yeah. Just remember that don't be a dick to everyone.
Yeah.
Someone's not all right. Or even if someone's quiet, fuck me, that's the biggest thing, I think. If someone's quiet and they've been quiet for weeks and you haven't heard from them, fucking message them.
Yeah.
That's the best bit of advice.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that we've learned a lot of lessons from the last few years, and I think that, I don't know, it's made us, although it was a tragedy, it's made us really strong as a group, and it's made us want to extend that friendship out and make sure that people are okay. And I can see in the comments there's a lot of people. Oh, she's gone again. I can see there's a lot of people who can empathise with this situation. So if you are up there and you need us, we're here. If you are up there and you can offer help. If you notice someone acting a little bit differently, just have a chat with them. It can be the difference between life and death. You know what I mean? Let's end with something happy. Paige, tell us a Fisty Jeff story.
You didn't use lube once.
Hey?
You didn't use lube once.
You did use lube?
No, not once. It really hurt.
Oh, God. Hey, do you know what? Tonight's been a proper emotional rollercoaster, hasn't it?
It's been strange. It has been strange.
It went like funny, coronavirus, funny, sad.
I don't. But that's the thing, though, Matty. Remember, we don't suffer. We live with it.
Absolutely. We don't. The thing is, though, as well, another thing on the whole depression.
I'm going to be honest. I can't hear half of yours.
Oh. on the whole depression and mental health thing, I think
internet's crashing. I don't know
something
what's
like
going on,
without the dark parts in your life, you wouldn't have any light bits. And sometimes you've got to treasure the bits that have caused the dark parts, because I treasure the memories that we have with Matt and some of the friendships that I've made through people reaching out to me and things like that. Like I really treasure that, and I treasure my team. I treasure you lot. I treasure all of our customers, and nine times out of 10, I like most of the people that come in Tiny. You know what I mean? And I think we all do. And yeah, I think it's something that we should be really proud of as a community, that we're all there for each other, and that we love each other, like, in the least way possible. Like, we really do, and we care for each other.
We do.
I am a fucking gift.
Even you, Paige. How long have I known you for now? I feel like I've known you forever.
It's probably like 10 years or something like that, I think. That's it.
Almost
Again,
coronavirus swab noise, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like I'll try and keep this as high up as I can. But what people have got to remember about me is, right, like, even though that I do come across as an absolute fucking bitch, like, I don't even think that I am. Like, there's a lot of people that I see on nights out and stuff like that, right? And they're like, oh, I can't believe how approachable you are. Like, I didn't realize that you'd actually be nice to me and speak to me. Like, I don't see it, mate. Is it just because
you will literally talk to anyone? I think it's just people have a perception of what you could be. Do you know what I mean? Because like, even people who don't want to talk to you, you'll talk to them.
That's the thing, that, right? I am there to make a person nice. To make it's like Claire is. Claire's there to, if someone asks for a song and Claire puts it on, that's their night made.
Yeah.
If a drag queen notices you, and like every single fucking person that comes into Tiny, I will, even if you look like a fucking piece of shit, I will always say, oh, that's a nice shirt. Oh, your hair looks nice. Imagine going into a bar and having a compliment straight away as you walk in. Oh yeah, it's gonna make you nice shit.
Absolutely.
I'm not a bitch. I'm just funny. Can I have that on a t-shirt? I'm not a bitch.
I can make you one.
Yeah, we'll have a t-shirt. I'm not a bitch. I'm
pretty sure. Hey, funny. Right, I'm just pulling up. 1 second. I'm just pulling up. Just so that we've got it, so that we're being responsible here. I'm putting on the Samaritans number, just in case anyone is feeling like crap and they do want to talk to someone. Call this number, and they will talk you through stuff. I have called them before when I felt like shit and I just needed someone to talk to. They can't give you advice. They will just sit and talk to you and listen, and it's really nice. And sometimes you have a good cry at them. Sometimes have I spelled Samaritans right? Does that look right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just be aware of that. They're there, you know what I mean. And there's plenty of other numbers and things like that. So if you do feel a bit crappy, feel free to do that. But yeah, just being responsible. I think that's the wise thing to do. I'll give one of us a shout. We're more than happy to chat you through anything. Between us, we've lived life.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I've been doing drag for 12 years.
Oh, and I went to Lipper.
Claire likes twins.
Claire loves Vicks. Yeah. Between us all, we have enough life experience to fill a Queen Vic.
And whenever any of them words are said, we all have to drink, don't we?
Mm.
So here's to mental health. Here's to family.
Oh, wait, pause before you drink. Happy anniversary, girls.
Oh, happy anniversary.
1 minute past 12.
It's been a year, Matty.
It's been a year since we opened.
Oh, smashing.
Have a drink with us.
Hey, God, it's been an emotional night tonight, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what though? I think it's been positive. It's been a good thing. It's stuff that needs discussing. Like it is Mental Health Awareness Week. Yeah, good show, Becky.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank you all so much for the lovely comments tonight. You've all been wonderful, and thank you all for watching. We do really appreciate it. We are just about out of time. there anything you guys want to say
Fuck
before we
you.
finish?
Yeah, fuck you all that didn't compliment me and only compliment Gucci.
Funny. Should we have the
Fuck
Barney?
you. Fuck you all.
I feel like, but should we do like a sly one for next week? Right? Should we make everyone compliment just you two and not Gucci? Should we have an agreement? Yeah. Right. Everyone who's watching, right? Spread the word. Next week we have to tune in, bang on 10 o'clock, and only compliment these. So, should we just slate Gucci? Just be like, oh, you chose that wig.
Can I just say this is no this doesn't. Fuck's sake.
Well, that would have been really funny if she hadn't been watching.
I know. Love you, Coach. Oh god.
Hey, that made me chuckle. Do you know what I'm very
Wow.
painfully aware of? Is the fact that my eyebrows are really, really light.
And they're not covered in sick.
Funny.
Put Liam's comment on.
I fucking heard every single one of these, you fucking set of bastards.
Sorry, I'm not.
We're talking about fucking mental health being nice, and they're all telling you so. I'll be bastards.
Everyone's
to
sprawl
me.
Gucci.
Fucking don't listen to them, they're all vile. Don't trust the word they fucking say.
Hey, funny.
Speaking of which, though, can you remember a couple of weeks ago when Gucci was like, "Haha, I'm with BT Internet."
Sorry about that, everyone.
Oh, bless him.
Will you stop making out like you're fucking abused?
I am.
Liam, keep a camera under your pillow.
Yeah,
I
bye,
think
Gucci.
we should end it there, guys. It's 5:05. Should we call it a day?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Eh?
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to grab me Chinese now.
And thank you for the comments and stuff. It's been lovely tonight. It's been really humbling and nice. You're all wonderful people.
See you Wednesday.
We know. See you all on Wednesday for our quiz.
I'm
See you
gonna
later,
go and try and take some nice pictures of myself.
Okay. Much love. Bye, everyone.